Hey everyone, we're back with the Great Ace Attorney Resolve, starting case 3 today. I've been putting this off because I have seen how long this third case is. Like, I've looked at the lengths of each of the cases, just like on YouTube. Someone who like did the whole thing in one video. This is the second longest case in all 10 of the cases, like between the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Like, only the last case of the first game is longer. Like, I am not looking forward to that. Oh, is someone about to start talking? I think so. But my problem with this whole series so far has been it's just a little too long each case. Yeah, here we go.
London. Surely there is not a soul who has failed to hear of it. Wondrous new works of culture and industry from every corner of the globe
Hyde Park?
have converged on Hyde Park.
That's where you find pages.
Welcoming over 50 million visitors. The last great hurrah of this century. Astonished and delighted people of all nations, and ended on a note of resounding success. But
Abraham Lincoln?
as regards to the terrible catastrophe that occurred during the festivities, very few are aware my friend Mr. Herlock Sholmes had a hand in unraveling the
He
matter.
said it out loud.
From the shadows, it was he who earnestly unearthed the facts of the case. And like the centerpiece of the great exhibition, which
Yeah,
rose
Eiffel Tower.
high into the skies of Hyde Park, Sholmes's brilliant deductions, as clear and lofty as the Crystal Tower itself, brought the truth to light.
Every time I hear Crystal Tower, I just think of the Elder Scrolls.
We're here at the
Or Final
showground
Fantasy
of the great
XIV.
exhibition, which is absolutely packed with people.
Oh, okay, we could click now. I'll go. Yeah, but I mean, I should give this case the benefit of the doubt. Because, like, case 3 of the first game was the best case. One of the best cases in the series, even. Like, definitely the best third case ever, right? But I'm very apprehensive. Plus, like, you're lucky I am so stubborn and refuse to drop things because, like, the analytics for the second game so far have been terrible. Like, Chaos Child has just been growing and growing. Like, everyone loves it. And then Ace Attorney is just like, if it's a trial case, it'll get, like, you know. Hold on, I have my analytics right here. Part 9, 4 views. Part 8, 8 views. Part 7, 12 views. Hey, that did something. Part 6, 4 views. Yeah, that's not going great. But I refuse to stop. Once I start something, I have a very hard time stopping. Like, I'm trying to think of series. Hold on, we're looking. I'm procrastinating, so I don't have to record today. Like, series on YouTube that I did not finish. Play the Princess. I mean, I technically finished that. Resident Evil. Okay, that's one for the books. Resident Evil. I played the first game. The dogs kept killing me. I quit. Disco Elysium. I finished Disco Elysium. I just didn't finish uploading it. That doesn't count. Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, Final Fantasy VIII is garbage. And didn't get any views. Higanbana. Okay, no excuse for that one. That's 3. We're at 3. And I know Fire Emblem's on there. Oh, Sepia Tears. Okay, that counts. Okay, so there's quite a few examples of this actually. Never mind. I take it back. Don't count it. Are there any others though? Look, I have a pretty good grade of finishing things. Okay, Hamtaro. I got to the ending, but I never did the ending. Okay. Look. This doesn't matter. What matters is we're here now, and I'm gonna finish it. And Kazuma's gonna be dead. Because the likelihood of him being alive has risen. So now I'm a contrarian. He has to stay dead.
The weather is unusually fine, and we're about to witness a most extraordinary scientific experiment.
Why is this voice acted? Oh, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th century will see steam engines and electrical power dominate the world. Horse-drawn carts will give way to the motor car. Ships will sprout wings and take to the skies.
William and Turner. So I assume one's William, one's Turner.
And today, we showcase even more advanced technology. A glimpse into the future. A world first. A demonstration of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine!
Is this supposed to be like the Tesla tower? Oh no, okay, that's not a tower, it's a...
A man will literally be disassembled by a pulse of high voltage electricity and beamed to another location.
Okay, I think I know what the murder case is about, everyone.
Whereupon his body will be reassembled by a series of complex calculations exactly as it was before.
So like, he's still gonna die though, just so you're gonna get a copy of him. Don't you think he should take the hat off? I love his walk animation there.
From now, this gentleman will, in the blink of an eye, complete an incredible journey through the air. To arrive an instant later on the Crystal Tower behind you!
I love him. I've only known this man for like a minute. He's the best character.
Yes, 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 yes!
That's part of the process. That's normal. Okay. 22nd of October. Shrooms this week. Oh, so we've time skipped. He got that letter August 30th. I remember that because that's almost my birthday. So this is like more than a month later. It's a weird date to choose then. Actually, there's another case that we're forbidden to talk about that happened between that time period. You know, are you listening? I missed the voice acting. It is weird to me that Ace Attorney isn't like at least more voice acted than it is. Like if they didn't like fully voice acted, they could still voice act like oh, like the what cross examinations, like, you know, the green text. If only that was voice acted, that'd be like, you know, a good place to do it, right? Oh, sorry. What was that, Iris? What's the matter with you? You've been miles away all morning. Or doesn't Danganronpa do it where all like the court segments are fully voice acted and the rest is partial? That could work with Ace Attorney too. If you're not just gonna voice act all of it, which, you know, they easily could. It's makes a lot of money. Capcom is the guy, people who make it. You know, they're a very successful company. Capcom. Didn't you like what I cooked for breakfast? No, that's not it at all. What were we talking about again? Today's paper. It's full of news about the Great Exhibition again. Ah, yes, the Great Exhibition. I like to go sometime. You're really not your usual self today. You seem very down. He's like falling asleep like I was during all the investigation in case 2. Don't you agree, Hurley? Like I'm tired today, but I'm not like actively fighting sleep. You say something, Iris? Oh gosh, you're even more down. Oh, you lose your violin again? Ah, he died. When did you arrive, Mr. Naruhodo? But I get beat up. I've been here for about half an hour already. We had breakfast together. And like I live here. What? Why didn't you mention it before? I thought you might have known I was here. You know, because breakfast? And I live here? Oh, Iris is quite right. You're clearly lacking in vim. So much so that I didn't notice your presence. Is vim a word? Thanks. Of course, I can deduce the reason perfectly well. Some simple observations. What? Let's see. Yes, for example, your tousled hair this morning with all its unruly spikes. Clearly can be deduced, therefore, that... let me stop you there, Mr. Sholmes. I think I can see where this is going. My hair always looks like this. It always has. Ever since we first met, in fact. It's genetic. My ancestors will have it too. Oh really? Oh, interesting. This doesn't look like a haircut as such, I suppose. But don't make fun of me. Thanks again. Crossed my mind recently. It's been 6 months now. 6 months? Since I was forbidden from working in court. But he's done the... You did case 5? So I've been wondering how much longer I'm going to be banned. Oh, that explains why you seem rather glum. Is he forbidden from working? Is that a... Hold on, wait, I need the... I thought... Oh, and it's October! It's October! Did that happen at the end of case 5? I don't even remember. Don't you agree, Hurley? Look, October is Octo. So it should be the 8th month. I always, you know, make that mistake, okay? Blame Julius Caesar for putting himself on Augustus in the calendar, okay? That's not my fault. You say something, Iris. I actually just talked about that in the last video I recorded like an hour ago. So it's funny that I bring that up again. Back to moping. What's the matter with Mr. Sholmes today? Seems even more down in the dumps than me. I know! The Great Exhibition has opened. You'd think he'd be excited. Now why don't we all go see it together? I want to! Of course I do! But I can't. Not for the time being. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because I'm a great detective, after all. You're embroiled in some tricky case that you can't be distracted from. Is that it? I don't remember hearing that you're working on a case, Hurley. Suppose I should try to find out what's going on. Oh boy, here we go. Event 6 months ago. Yeah, why was I banned from court again? Half a year ago now. Took on the defense of a young girl in the trial heard at the Old Bailey. Yeah? But it first seemed like a simple case of murder that... Wait, hold on. History? Okay, so he didn't specify 6 months, but... Turned out to be part of a... Oh no, yeah, he was defending Gina there, right. Turned out to be one part of a much larger, far-reaching plot that involved the British government. During the course of the trial, it was found that I made an unavoidable, at the same time unforgivable mistake. About the 3rd case? With, what's his name? The guy with the hat? Words fail me. The situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. I'll decide upon your fate following the conclusions of this trial. Of course, my lord. So, like, is Sholmes just letting him freeload in the attic, or how's he paying rent? Then again, I have my right to represent people and court your vote. Told I had to spend my time in research and study, so that's what I've been doing. You have, haven't you, Uno? Reading all those big fat tomes about British law up in your room, the notes about Sholmes' old cases. Brewing Iris's special blends of tea, fetching my daily bread for me. You've become something of a manservant around here. Start on the silverware next, Master Naruhodo. Well, thinking of going to ask the powers that be to reconsider. Specifically Lord Strongheart and the British Supreme Court on Whitehall. Lord Strongheart? No, the delightful Lord Chief Justice. Not my favorite fellow. He's not mine either. He's the man I have to talk to. We have to reintroduce him in this game so he can be the villain of the final case. He's the only one who can grant permission for me to start working in the courts again. I came to Britain to become the best lawyer I could. You can't do that just sitting around here. I actually don't know how he's going to be handled. Like, he reminds me so much of, can I say his name? The spoiler for an Ace Attorney game early on in the series. He reminds me of a certain character. Come on, y'all know who I'm thinking of. Like, I don't know if I should say his name or not. I remember his name exactly. He claps really fast. 60 FPS, he claps even more, I think. Great Exhibition. Whole of London has been swept up in this great exhibition, hasn't it? The most advanced science, the most modern technology, the finest works of art and feats of engineering. For the next 6 months, our capital will be showcasing these things, and the world will be watching. Oh, do you know what I'd like to do? I'd to look down on London from one of those lovely balloons. Look down on? How has Ace Attorney not had a hot air balloon murder case yet? That seems like something it would do. I mean, those things? Fly? Yes, of course. Fly high in the sky and don't even need wings to do it. All you need is hot air. But how? How does hot air have anything to do with flying? It makes no sense. I'm with you. Can't understand it at all. That's true of a lot of new scientific discoveries. Most people can't understand them at first. In 100 years' time, all these things will be common. Oh, shut up, Iris. You don't get a pull that. You're not from the year 2000. I suppose they might be. Mind you, some of the science being demonstrated seems very questionable. Something went wrong on the open experimentation stage yesterday, apparently. There's a huge explosion. Still, wish I'd seen it though. Love to see how bad some of these scam experiments really are. Just the innocent 10-year-old girl. See here. Every page of this paper carries some article or other about the Great Exhibition. But the brighter things shine, the darker the shadows are cast behind. Personally, I find myself drawn to the darkness, the impenetrable. That is my proper atmosphere. He's having his Chrono arc. Oh, yeah, newspaper added. Shadows cast behind? Is that a metaphorical way of referring to the back page of the paper? Yeah, that's it. Can we examine this? Yes, we can. There's either William or Turner. I'm assuming his name's Turner. That sounds more like a pun. The Reaper attacked! Who's that? Mask guy, and is that Van Zieks? Lost cat! St. Bartholomew's Hospital. I'm just looking at this. So many glowing reports. And then they're rather gloomy looking. Wait, what? What's the matter, Chrono? Reaper attacked. That's Lord Van Zieks! Must be what Mr. Sholmes was talking about. Oh, I thought it meant the Reaper attacked someone. Someone attacked Lord... What? Does he know anymore, I wonder? Ruffians aim to intimidate the man of justice. So remember, if someone wears a mask, that means under that mask is a secret. Ever since I played Zero Escape, I've become very genre savvy. I never trust anyone who wears a mask. Like Giselle Brett. Is this gonna be revealed Giselle Brett was actually like, I don't know, Iris the whole time? Every article on the front page is news about the Great Exhibition. Look, experiments, yeah. Also positive and hopeful of the coming century. Let's go all see it properly before too long. One page is 1 penny. Armband. What if there's like a clue inside it just this one time, just for this episode? Gloomy mood. Oh, the end of that. You're investigating a particularly tricky case at the moment, Mr. Sholmes? You could say that, I suppose. Mordan, that's not like you. What sort of case is it? Shh! Quiet, Mr. Naruhodo. Let's not discuss it here. You never know who could be listening. I clicked. Yeah, who might be listening? Acting very strangely, Hurley. What do you mean, Iris? Well, usually, the more mysterious and complicated cases, the better Hurley's mood. Ah. Really a case that's bothering you? Iris, please! I'm striking a cool pose. How could I be in a negative mood? Mustn't exercise your astute powers of observation and deduct it on me without invitation. Remember what I always say. Put yourself in the shoes of an individual about whom you're making deductions. You say that, do you? You, Mr. Sholmes. Never mind. Since I've had a cup of tea, I must make my way out at once to the crime scene. That was a deep sigh. Reaper attack. It says in the paper that Lord Van Zieks was attacked. That's terrible. You know the legend of the Reaper of the Bailey, of course, don't you? Only too well, in fact. Yes. Prosecutor Barrick Van Zieks. He's a Dracula. Say that if the Reaper is the prosecutor in a case, there's no salvation for who's ever in the dock. Even if the defendant is found not guilty. The Reaper is someone in sights one way or another, the person's time left on Earth will be short. London's finest rogues always find ways around the law. They'll stop at nothing to secure an acquittal at trial. Falsifying evidence, paying sham witnesses, threatening jurors, bribing judges. Even such devious tactics as these cannot save them from the hands of the Reaper. I mean, we still haven't seen this at all, though. It's like, in the third case, it's like, oh, it's him, but no, it's revealed not to be him in the fifth case. And then, like, Natsume just, nothing happens to him, he's free. So he's got to work on his cursing skills. As you've experienced yourself, haven't you, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Seen the Reaper's retribution at work, but we know it wasn't him. Many of these criminal rogues are reckless and quite unafraid to die. A leader among their fraternity is seen to have been taken by the Reaper. Retaliation like this does occur. Really? The capital is a never-ending supply of such scoundrels. So, do you mean Lord Van Ziggs has been attacked like this before? This isn't the first time? He's quite an accomplished combatant, you know? He has Dracula powers. He can, like, summon pillars of fire and, like, turn into a wolf. He doesn't take these attacks lying down. Although, it seems that his assailants are armed with guns this time. A what? They weren't silver bullets, though. Oh my goodness! Is he alright then? Lord Van Ziggs hurt? My dear fellow, how on earth would I know? Well, in the article here it says, and what Lord Van Ziggs had in his condition? All will be revealed in tomorrow's morning edition. Ah, I see. Well, you shall have to be patient then. Let's go visit him. No, I can't wait until tomorrow. In that case, you shall have to inquire with somebody in the know. But who? But Strongheart, perhaps? Okay. We're already heading that way anyway, so. Oh, see you, Sholmes. Well, I must be leaving now. Yes, understood. See you later, Mr. Sholmes. You really are a shameless liar sometimes. What if he dies? We'll never see him again. What? Seek to put me off my guard and follow me, don't you? Well, you'll be wasting your time. That hadn't crossed my mind. I'm wondering where you're going. Well then, see you later indeed. Listen to him. Still laughing on his way out of there. What if he's the one who attacked Lord Van Ziggs? He's the one in the mask. I would never. Oh, what is that hat? Alright then, you know, let's get going. She went to Disney World. What are you wearing? Get changed to go to the Great Exhibition. You're gonna take me. What? But let's just want to go to the Supreme Court. Oh, that sounds fun too. You're gonna take me there then. If you don't, I'll shoot you. Alright, fine. Just lower that weapon, please. Of course, after the Supreme Court, then we'll go to see the Great Exhibition. Yeah, okay, he's paid to be a babysitter. That checks out. Can we go up to... Can we go up here? Can we... Doctor? What to do? Is there... Step ladder! Step ladder! No. Is there anything up here? How do I look at M? What is this? Has this always been there? The treasure chest, we got a bunch of books. Briefly look around. Your tea set that she left with me. The green tea's too pretty though. Mr. Sugar and Milk. She almost doesn't like tea. Oh, she talks! You know what it reminds me of? The day I gave you some black coffee when you weren't expecting it. All the way down the stairs as well, didn't you? I think we can try to forget that, please, Iris. Doesn't bring a smile to my lips at all. See, I don't know if she's permanently our companion, so maybe there's special dialogue if you come here first. At first glance, my desk here might look as though it's in a mess. However, it's not in a mess at all. Everything is exactly where I want it to be. Whenever Susato looked at it, she put her hands on her hips and said, "Oh dear." Her way of saying I should make it a more orderly and neat mess. But then you won't know where everything is. I miss that. I'm just like Harley, you know? The same about his mess. And a logic that transcends international borders, obviously. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything new. Go on over. This is the case with the ladder, with the step ladder joke, right? I remember there's an achievement for that in one of the cases. I think it was case 3. 22nd of October, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice. We haven't seen him in a good while. Been about 6 months since I was here last. Some things never... That might actually be accurate. I finished Ace Attorney 1 in December. It's May now. That might actually be real. Like the sense of foreboding I always seem to feel in this place. Oh, she's having fun. Doesn't seem to be bothering Iris at all, though. Happily reading over there. I've changed my mind on the hat. It's actually adorable. I love this place. I always find so many interesting books here. Of course, it's forgetting you'd been here before. Then we came here 6 months ago. When Susato was given the news that she was to return to Japan. Ah, I understand you wish to speak with me. Hello. Lord Strongheart! Trust you been keeping well? You have exactly 13 minutes. As you arrived and requested an audience, it's been 4 hours. Oh, geez. 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 26 seconds. Kept you waiting a while. Oh, I missed a line. My apologies. Oh, no, not at all. I look nothing more than standing around, staring into space. He means that genuinely. Good to know. Good to know that doesn't appear to bother him at all. Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of London. What's his name in Japanese? Like Vortex something? The man who allowed me to start practicing as a defense lawyer when I arrived in Britain. You'd only savor the air for a moment in this grand office to understand his preeminent status. As you will be aware, the great exhibition of London is now underway at last. We're extremely busy as a result, policing the grounds, guarding the new technologies, dealing with petty crime. Furthermore, as of next month, we shall open the International Forensic Science Symposium. Symposium, yeah, we know what that means. Oh, I've not heard about that. Investigating authorities from 40 countries around the globe will be taking part, including from your own land. Forensic science is the future. The world must embrace it. As we're the hosting nation, I have much to do. It's my highest priority. Others must wait for my attention as a result. So be it. Well, it's nice to know where I stand. So, you wish to consult with me? Of course, you can very well imagine what this is about. Well, thank you for agreeing to this meeting, my lord. I'll be allowed to start working as a defense lawyer again in court. You say that out loud? That's what brought me here today. Actually, there's something else playing on my mind as it happens. You know, take a deep breath and come out with it. What else is it? Well, besides, Grand Zeke's permission to work. I came here to ask for your permission. Go on. 6 months ago, my right to work in court as a lawyer was revoked, so to spend my time studying. Obviously, I'm very sorry for what happened, but the thing is, don't check your watch. Please listen to me. Made me understand what it really means to defend somebody under the rules of a foreign justice system. I desperately want to have another go. Please, permit me to enter the court again. Mr. Naruhodo? Yes? Here it comes. Your speech took 36 seconds. Sure you haven't forgotten your position here, have you? At best, you're a substitute for your compatriot. This is never your intended role. That's true. Japanese government actually sent my best friend on the study tour, not me. Should have been Kazuma. You're so determined to bring change to our own justice system at home. That was his calling. That tragic accident hadn't occurred, wouldn't be here in this office now. We gotta remind us of this every case. Mr. Asogi was my best friend, you see? That's why I can't leave it unfinished. I have to fulfill his calling for him. Fulfill one L at the end? Is it? I thought it was 2 L's. Yeah, it is. Does 1 L work as a word? Oh, it's UK English. It's British. I forgot. It's calling, you say. Had it never occurred to you that perhaps you know nothing of his true calling? Ooh. Sorry? Oh, Zawa? The mission with which that young law student was charged. What do you suppose it really was? What do you mean? Mission? It's not making any sense. Never mind. I've read all the reports you've submitted over the past 6 months. Clear to me you regret your actions, have studiously obeyed your revised instructions. Do you mean? As of this moment, I reinstate your license to practice law here in Great Britain. Let's go! Like, Iris, cue the confetti! Thank you so much! That's wonderful news, you know? In fact, I believe I have the perfect case to mark your yeah, I knew this is coming. Your comeback, a curious affair. But consider it, I hope. Oh, of course! Please, tell me more. A curious affair. You described it as a curious affair? Yes, I've said that 4 times now, I think. I believe it was reported in the press. You're aware that there's a serious accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday? Oh, no. Yes, I heard about it. A professor from Germany tried to carry out a crazy experiment. Let me see, how was it described? Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, I think? Instantaneous kinesis? Moving things with the click of the fingers? That's right! Just what my herbal blends need. Dash of devil may care. However, this serious accident was exactly? It clearly captured Iris's imagination. An unfortunate business. Large explosion engulfed the public experimentation stage, and a man lost his life. A certain Mr. Odie Osmond. Odie Osmond? Odie Osmond. Odie Osmond. Oh. Odie Osmond. I don't get what the pun is. An investor and well-known figure in society. A large explosion? Obviously man is in there. That's part of the pun. A man died? I don't get the Odie part though. Odie? Odie. Just saying it a lot, maybe it'll come to me. A man died? The man responsible for the experiment was Professor Albert Harebrain. He was detained immediately after the incident. He's due to appear in court tomorrow. The charge of murder. What? Murder? Shouldn't it be manslaughter? You intend to take on his defense. You're hurry to meet with him at the prison. There's very little time for you to carry out any kind of investigation. Great exhibition. Scientific experiment gone wrong? Murder? You'll end up my death before I even started. Bill? You go to the prison straight away then? Try to meet with this German professor. Don't you think? Definitely. Gonna ask about Lord Van Zieg's too? Here's one more thing about the case. There's a connection with our mutual acquaintance, the Reaper. Oh, Lord Van Zieg, so. Is it related to how he got injured? All sorts of conferences have been taking place around the world to coincide with the Great Exhibition. Next month, the largest and most important of them all will take place at last. The International Forensic Science Symposium. It does seem as though criminal investigation needs to embrace scientific methods, doesn't it? Exactly. Ah, birds. London, the global epicenter of culture, science, and wealth, now has a population exceeding 6 million. Sadly, crime in the capital is growing at a similarly startling rate. So it's imperative that we use the latest scientific methods to investigate and resolve cases as efficiently as possible. This is what's known as forensic science, isn't it? Exactly! The future of policing. Ah. Look, as long as I don't have to like blow into the microphone to like spray the dust, the fingerprint dust everywhere, I'm cool with it. Regrettably, however, Britain is currently dragging its feet when it comes to the adoption of forensic methods. Oh dear, that's alarming. Is that historically accurate at all, or? Exactly! It's extremely alarming. Ah. If I were Her Majesty's Attorney General, you can be sure the numbers of crimes committed or resolved in London would be very different to the current figure. I can cite 12 solid arguments, 223 individual reasons to support my claim. Wait, hold on. Is that the first time they've ever mentioned the Queen? I can't think of another time. I don't even know who was in charge back then. I wonder if they're ever going to show up Queen of... We're just going to type England, even though that's not her technical title, of 1900. Victoria. Wait, really? Is that like the Victoria? Okay, yeah, it is. I thought she was a little older than that. Okay. She died in 1901. So, she's probably still queen, depending on when this takes place. I think it's 1900 exactly, what people guessed. By way of apology for keeping you waiting earlier, she'll detail you everyone now. Oh boy! What? Oh, how fascinating! Hey, you tell Iris I've got to get going. All began 15 years ago when I... Yep. I love the sound effect. He's going. He's moving those lips. That more or less sums up my feelings on the matter. The simplest terms, of course. If I was funny, I would like insert like a funny polar bear incident, but I couldn't think of anything. Essentially, to formally establish a forensic incident division within Scotland Yard. That is my mission. Oh, right. Yes. That's wonderful. Exactly. Wonderful is precisely what it will be. Iris isn't paying attention at all. She's got her nose in another book now. Lucky her. Oh, is it over? Did you learn anything useful? drifted off for the most part. Surprisingly ardent about forensic science. Can we present this to him? Oh yeah, okay, okay, I thought it didn't show up, so. That reminds me, have you seen this? Reports of the over... No, not that. The story on the back page. What story? Is this all optional, or did you have to do this? Like, if we hadn't examined the paper and we did all 3 dialogue options, what would have happened? With Sholmes in the beginning. The Reaper attacked. Oh, that! We enjoyed some victories in court against my #1 prosecutor, have you not? Poor Mr. Reaper. What happened to him? He wasn't killed, was he? There's no need for concern. Lord Van Zinks will not be so easily dismissed, I assure you. Can you tell us what happened? I'd really love to know. Very well. If it interests you. It does, strangely. Van Zinks' condition. Fortunately, Lord Van Zinks emerged from the attack unscathed. Oh, okay, so he can be the prosecutor. He's not in the hospital. Street ruffians are no match for that man. He's a very capable fighter. He is a vampire, after all. It's incredible. They're armed with guns. Why was the attack, though? Do we know? Wait, hold on. We led to events that occurred a month ago. Hold on. Was there a line? I'm waiting for them to mention he was attacked in broad daylight. And then I'm going to make a joke. When he was outside, how was that possible? He's a vampire. Yeah, you get the joke. Leader of one of the capital's criminal organizations was indicted and prosecuted by Van Zinks. The man was acquitted. No doubt large sums of money were involved behind the scenes. Large sums of money? Deplorable situation. Members of the jury were bribed, it seems. However, fight won against freedom. The man in question met a dramatic end yesterday. But not suggesting it's the work of the Reaper, surely. The victim's henchmen certainly seem to think so. There was a man by the name of Oh, it's all connected. Asman. Odie Asman. Did you say Asman? That's the man who died in the big explosion. Yes, known publicly as an investor. In reality, the head of a significant criminal organization. Believable. Wonder, could I ask you something, Lord Strongheart? Try me. Why do you use Lord Van Zinks as a prosecutor? All the criminals who manage to get off in court then meet with mysterious ends outside the courtroom. Fearful of that fate, they seek to strike at Lord Van Zinks first. Well, there's no evidence that he's actually the Reaper in that sense, but still. Something's clearly going on here. Have Van Zinks work for the prosecution service for 2 reasons. Firstly, Van is the best prosecutor in the capital, bar none. Secondly, any deaths of criminals that have occurred outside the courtroom following his trials are nothing to do with him. That doesn't make sense. I mean, how can you explain the way so many have died if not by someone's hand? Because he's brought on for like the important cases the British government cares about. And when they get off, the British government, you know, steps in, deals with them. Van Zinks may have earned himself the moniker of the Reaper, but he's how do you say that? Is it moniker? I feel like you stress the syllables in a weird way of the Reaper, but he's no killer. So he'll continue to prosecute on behalf of the crown. Unless he wishes otherwise, of course. Are we done here? Well, I must be leaving for my next engagement. I'm already 11 hours and 16 minutes late. My colleagues may well be starting to fidget. 11 hours late? That's quite something. That meeting had already started when I arrived back here for this engagement with... So lateness was inevitable. Time stops for no man. Church stopped for me during those 12 solid arguments and 223 grievance. Oh yes, where would I find Lord Van Zinks now? But I assume he's at his office. Okay, go ask him about the attack in person. I want to get this straight from the horse's mouth. Well, you can just ask me then if you want to. How many times have I been able to make that joke? Away with you now. Leaving Professor Hairbrain's defense entirely in your hand. Of course, yes. Thank you very much, my lord. Okay. We're like, yeah, 40 minutes in, perfect. I will see you guys next time with some more Ace Attorney. That's, so let's start to a case, I think. We know like next to nothing about it, but I'm more interested in like the, you know, the big stuff going on, like the meta narrative, right? So when that's brought up, it's like, oh, this is good, juicy stuff. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.